Oh, it was so close. Bam. Bam. We have focus. All right. Welcome to Paint Party. First one of the new year. Let's have a good time. And before we can have a good time, I should get the invite. Copy. All right. And throw that in the chat. So if you want to join, there's YouTube, there's the Twitches, and there's the Facebook. If you want to join me this evening for the party, there's your link. You know what to do. If you don't, ask in the chat. I'll let you know. Hope everyone had a good and safe and wonderful New Year weekend. I had a okay time. I slept a lot and then I had to work on a Sunday, which was weird, but whatever. All right. So tonight I'm going to be bouncing around between projects. I want to finish up my Necromunda team I worked on yesterday and maybe paint some Space Wolves that we started working on last night. Why are we frozen? There we go. So yeah, but yeah, let's see how our guys from last night. How did my hair dry? Did my green stuff hair dry? Okay. Yeah. Can't wait to make that super gray. Of course, I got home and I did find my extra pieces, which are right here. So I could have, if I had waited, I could have given him the bolt pistol, which is right there. But oh well. Greg. I mean, I get it. All right, Brian's here. Let's bring Brian in. Hey, Brian.
Whoop, let me cover that up.
Cover what up?
My Mario Kart shirt. It's copyright.
Oh, fair enough.
Don't want to get in trouble right away. Anyway, what you got going on? I seen that green hair looks good.
Yeah, got that guy. We'll work on probably finishing putting together my Necromunda team and maybe paint some wolves if I get them done, and got some other things I can work on over here. So good times. Good times.
So you had a good holiday?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. How about you?
I cannot complain one bit. It was really, really relaxing. So,
well, good.
Sometimes they're not relaxing. Sometimes you got to run around like crazy. But this one was
right.
Great. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm a Disney Plus member now.
Yeah.
I watched WandaVision.
Sweet.
I thought it was pretty good. It explains a lot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have Warlock pieces everywhere. All right. Oh. Yeah, no, WandaVision I thoroughly enjoyed. I've enjoyed everything so far, really.
We did with the holiday. My wife had off a couple of days, and they binge watched it, and I'm just bouncing in and out watching it with them.
Yeah.
And I thought I got lost there for a second and had to come back and explain towards the end. I'm like, wait a minute, without ruining it for anybody who maybe never have seen it. It was really good.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did you have a good New Year's? You guys party at all, or you guys go out, or?
No, I worked overnight here.
And oh yeah, inventory. How'd that go?
It was fine. I didn't get nearly enough stuff I want to get done painted because I was so tired. I ended up kind of almost dozing up front. But yeah, no, it was all right. Trying to remember what I did Saturday. Oh, I had plans to go out Saturday night and then fell asleep at like 8. So
last couple weeks, it's just been a hard time getting on with the holidays and friends in town. And
yeah.
And tonight I'm like, I told my wife, I'm like, I am getting on to paint tonight. I haven't gotten to paint in weeks. I need a little stress relief.
Fair enough. And also, hello. We got a hey, so throw him back the hello. Sadly, Greg. Hopefully, Greg will hang out even like you did, but not on screen. So, all right. Let's see.
It's sometimes you just got to be in the, you got to be feeling it.
I get it. I get it.
That's why I don't know how you do it routinely like that. That's tough. I don't realize how much goes into making yourself do that kind of repetitive thing over and over again.
Yeah, there's some weeks where it's rough, but get on and just I look forward to tonight because it's hanging out. Hopefully, in the next couple weeks, though, I'm going to start doing this from the house, so I don't have to come all the way up to the store.
Okay. Give you a little bit more time, even though you're not going to be, around. You're still around. You're there. That'll be nice.
Yep. I'm super. And yeah, we're doing well. How are you? Jim Plays, zealous Jim Plays. All right. So I got to build my other twin. Let's see.
Since you have different chat zones, I guess I want to say, since you have other streams going, right? Or is it still just
it's
Facebook?
I mean, it goes to Facebook, 2 different Twitches, and YouTube. So
as it goes to each of those, how many different viewers do you have in right now in Twitches?
I don't know. It just in my top left corner right now, it says we have 3 total people watching.
Okay.
And I don't know where they're coming from until they chat. So Benson and Greg popped in, and when they talked, it shows the little Facebook symbol, so I know they're watching on Facebook. And
okay,
our buddy,
you can kind of see it.
And zealous Jim Plays here has the Twitch symbol. Now, if that's on G&G Twitch or my Twitch, I don't know. So, and then when I get the Russian bot that just pops up and puts some probably sketchy link in there, that's from YouTube, almost inevitably every time. So. All right, what was it doing? Oh, yeah, we got to build another jumpy guy.
And so far, what's your busiest day? Mondays, Wednesdays, or?
As far as
for viewership, do you have a better viewership?
It's actually usually tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, usually last week. Actually, no, last Tuesday. Just through Twitch, I ended up having 17 people watching, not necessarily all concurrently, for the first half, and then 13 the second half. So it was pretty cool. All right,
that's
so
great.
He let us know watching from the G&G Twitch. So
okay, very cool.
Well, that's good. So keep an eye on the G&G Twitch, because in the next couple of weeks there's got to be about to be a lot more content. We got all kinds of things like Josh is going to be doing some arena through the Twitch. I've got some learn to plays and some battle reports and some live games coming up for both 40K, hopefully some Crisis Protocol, Magic, My Hero Academia. Just we're gonna go crazy. So I'm excited for that.
I was excited because my boss was home early enough that I could make it out, start painting.
Yeah.
And I had dinner done ahead of time, so I was already in the win column there.
Nice.
And now that she's home, they don't have church tonight, so they're not leaving. So I think I can muster up some time tonight. I was pretty excited today.
Good. I'm glad you're with us. Let's see. Nice. I only went to G&G one time. Loved it. Well, it's fun so far. So for the last year or so, we've just been doing paint streams, but we're getting equipment, and we're about to have more than that now. So we're about to hit some next level. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, Brian, since you're actually listening again here, I got a new mic. How's the
Sounds
level
really
right
good.
now? Okay.
Even you sound really good. I don't hear as much background.
Perfect.
I mean,
Yeah.
you still hear good like high laughs and stuff like that, like somebody getting a good laugh back there, which is great.
But it's not as
It's not as
crazy as it
noticeable.
was.
No.
Good. Because this new mic is and I even have it turned down to like 3 of 10. And I didn't want it to be too soft, too loud, but I also don't want it to pick up because they've got Commander going tonight, they got D&D going tonight, and that all gets crazy on Wednesday. So if I can cut down on and that's another reason I'm looking forward to doing this from the house, is it does cut down. Now you just have to hear me yell at my kids, which will be, that's always fun. Or the dog coming in, like when I was doing it from the home during quarantine, and the dog would come in and just start drinking for, it would seem like 20 minutes, and all y'all could hear was gulp, gulp, gulp. It's like, no, stop it. So, now Will messaged us, and we talked earlier.
He'll be there, I'm sure.
He's probably eating.
You got to stock up with some food before you start this process. This is a marathon right here.
Right. That's why I have every once in a while in the middle, right before, usually have to go. You usually take off at like 7:30. That's why I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go get a snack.
I hope that I can actually paint for a little while. And I sprayed some terrain too. So after I'm done with this one Marine that I have left out of the one box, get him done and then on to the next.
Sweet. You're just here chilling.
Oh, I have nowhere else to go, JD.
No, that was Will. Will popped in, said he's just here chilling. So, yeah.
They're like, please help him. Somebody get in there. Somebody else talk to JD besides Brian.
Nah. All right. Let's see. How did this backpack go? I'm sure we'll get silver at some point.
Out of the things that you mentioned coming up, which the thing you're most excited about? The new things coming up.
Man, I don't know. Nice subtlety, Will. I don't know. Like, I'm excited about one of the things I'm excited about like getting Blood Bowl games in and being able to sit at the computer while they're playing and do like Madden style commentary. So it's a real, football game or whatever. I think that has a potential to be both hilarious and fun. I have an idea, and I talked to the person I want to do this with, at least to start. Talked to him last night, and he's sort of down for it. And that's it'll work better the more, like, the further on we are in the people subscribing, right? So but what I want to do is get a body cam on one of our players, Blevins, and basically the people watching have to control what he does for everything in his game. So, like, all right, this squad, should I move it over here to get the objective, or come over here and mill about, or go shoot that unit? And then based on a voting process, the crew or the viewers tell him what to do.
Well, so that'll be cool.
It could go horribly wrong every time, because all of his friends are going to get on there to troll him.
Oh, well, of course.
And but I'm looking forward to that. Oh, see, there's my it's got to be Russian bot. Just I don't know what they just do weird stuff from YouTube. Anyway, but the other thing that so Tuesday nights I'll probably, I know I've sort of hinted at this, but like Tuesday nights I'll have to stop my painting streams on Tuesdays, because we're going to have a live game every Tuesday of 40K.
What?
Yeah. And what's going to
Wow.
happen, originally it was going to be 2 people, and we were going to do like a who wins more over the course of how many weeks, right? But they actually got more people involved, which is great because now they have this giant D&D Cobra. It's called like King Cobra. It's it's a huge model. It's like bigger than a Dreadnought from 40K. And it's gonna be like a trophy. Whoever wins that week gets to paint 1 scale on this Cobra, and each of them has chosen a color, and so you'll know by the time this Cobra is painted who won the most games, because that will be the color. How many, let's say purple. There's more purple scales than anything else.
Okay.
And winner stays, just like in any good old school
Good
game.
playoff type style.
Yeah. So winner stays. Can't probably have to do it so he doesn't play the same person the same 2 weeks in a row unless nobody else is available, because I'd rather have a game than none. And just that'll be fun. The trash talk and the competitiveness will get amped up for that.
Now, what time do you plan on it? Do they have a time frame, or we're going to be around the same kind of time frames that you're
it'll
doing with?
Probably, like, they usually are here when I roll in a little bit before 5 for the 5 o'clock one. So I imagine we'll probably get here early, and I'll get everything set up so that the game will start at 5 and then it'll go until. So yeah.
Well, that's not going to be good for me.
Well, so the other cool thing
I'm not going to get anything done.
Oh, okay. I was going to say the other cool thing is that
I love the idea.
All of these are not only going to be like, once it's done, then I'll upload it to YouTube so it can be watched pretty much all the time at any time if you want.
That's why I like it with the painting. You get a little bit of time with it, and if you miss it, you can still go back and learn some techniques.
Yeah. I need to get all the old ones, make sure they're up on YouTube, because every so often I run out of the memory space on the program I use, and I have to go back and delete old streams. But that's okay, because they're technically still on Facebook. Like, they're on G&G's Facebook still. So I should be able to hopefully get those uploaded to YouTube at some point. But I'll also have to look and see if any, which are actually worth putting up. Some probably aren't worth throwing up there. So we have a question. What are we painting tonight? Looks like Brian's working on an Eradicator.
Mm-hmm.
And I am continuing what I was doing last night, trying to get this Necromunda warband ready for my new Necromunda campaign. I got 5 done last night, and try to get 4 more done this evening. We have a Benson. We have a Benson just going to look at us.
It's no longer an awkward date.
Because he wants me to pick a theme for this month's painting competition.
No longer an awkward date.
Because he wants me to pick a theme for this month's painting competition.
No longer an awkward date.
Ooh, we're getting some echo.
Oh, he has Facebook open.
I had the tab muted, but I just closed it. It looked like the mute was not. I don't know.
Oh my God! Hold on a second. We could be like twins.
I mean, I see it in the fact that you both have brown hair and are white guys, but
they're real people.
So let's see.
Right to the point, JD.
Yeah. Well, you can help me pick a theme.
So, what's the biggest thing kicking off this month for South Alabama Wargamers? Is it Necromunda or what?
There's 3 things kicking off. There's Necromunda. There is the campaign Crusade Escalation League, and there is also Kill Team. All literally kicks off this week.
All right, so let's play off of Necromunda and Kill Team, since those are both small, small army lists, and do something like we've done in the past with like a squad.
Okay,
like three or more models.
We can do it. All right, so there's January's theme. I'll make an event later. Hopefully it stays this time.
And then the Necromunda and Kill Team folks will have some
Yeah.
incentive for getting their models painted.
Sounds good to me.
How's my volume, by the way? Because this is my new laptop, and I've not used it before for this.
Also, what now?
This is my new laptop. I don't know how my volume, Mike. I'm not like blowing you guys out of the water or anything.
Actually, if anything, you're a little soft, but it's good if there's nothing, else getting my attention, if that makes sense. Look at us all with new equipment. All right. So I'd be surprised if we don't see Everett tonight, because he popped in last night. He's like, wait, is this not group paint night? I was like, no, man, that's tomorrow.
No, wrong thing.
All right. Get Grayson put together here.
Yeah, it looks like the microphone volume is all the way up, so it just is what it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, if we're all talking at once, we may lose you. But all righty, what does he have again? He has
How's that?
it's good.
Is it any better?
I can't tell, because literally when you asked that, everybody started getting louder at G&G.
Fair enough. Background noise is a thing.
Yeah. Although, according to Brian, though, it is not. Y'all aren't hearing it as bad with this new mic I have, so that's good.
I mean, it's still there. It's just not. I didn't think it was as loud.
That's wonderful. Oh, I'm going to give my son Grayson a sawn-off shotgun and a chainsword. That's a good idea.
Parenting
101. All right, so. Yeah, the chainsword.
Now I just have to figure out what kind of squad of dudes do I want to paint up.
Did you join any of the activities for the month?
I did not. I've had so much going on at work. I just don't have the time.
I understand.
That, and with my neck, most days after work, I'm pretty much ready to just get home, get in the recliner, and relax.
Understood. So I don't know what that's supposed to be, but the message sent is a plus. So, yay. It's an ad. Maybe it's an ad. Hey, if it's an ad, great. Thank you. I don't know. I'm just projecting. All right, let's see if this works.
Nope, it was an oops.
Oh. Aw.
Is that all we are to you? Is an oops?
All right, let's give Grayson a chainsword, because that won't, end well for anybody. Hopefully, it won't end well for my opponents in the Necromunda Underhive. God, that looks so big on that model, because chainswords aren't supposed to be on regular humans, basically, so it's just huge. All right.
Is that a chainsaw starting?
No, I actually will. I have not Benson will in the comments. I have not actually seen Travis since the first, or since before the first. So, no, to answer your question.
I'm going to go look through my pile of shame and see if I have anything that deserves painting.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
And I'm just going to turn my camera off for now so everybody doesn't like get motion sickness as I move my laptop around.
Right. That's correct. My wife is in a Mardi Gras organization, and Saturday is our ball, so I will be at the ball. In fact, I didn't even rent my tails. I bought tails today. I'm fancy. I needed a set of tails.
You mean you got yourself a new penguin suit tuxedo?
Pretty much.
I hope you guys remake November Rain as a parody, and you're just wearing your tuxedo. Is so bad.
Sounds good, Will. Oh yeah, sawn off shotgun and a chainsword. My son is gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Let's get him a head. He needs a head. All right, what's one that looks goofy? Because he's my goofy kid. Oh, that's perfect. Not so much goofy, but crazy. Cool. Got some white scars. So I got Space Wolves on my table. Brian, what chapter are you gonna run with your Space Marines?
I have no idea yet. I still don't know how to play.
Okay. Okay, so sorry, let me you may be old enough to appreciate this with me. Here, let me veganize this. So the head I chose for Grayson makes this dude look like a human version of Rocksteady and Bebop.
Okay.
Focus. Blink and focus, camera, please.
That's good right there. Does look really good.
He looks like Rocksteady and Bebop. I can't remember which one. That's awesome. Okay. Boop. All right. Well, so if you don't know what chapter you're going to play, what are you painting your model as?
Come on.
Dude, oh man, everything that I've painted is a different color. I mean, like every color is different.
Okay.
So every set has different colored models in it, and it's all over the place.
Gotcha.
JD, do your kids ever just pop? Wait, when you get home, then when you start painting at home, your kids are all old enough that they know that, hey, once Dad's doing this, they're not going to come popping out in the middle of it and tell them, I need you to come put my shoe on or something like that. Because my crew literally comes out here and is like lost as soon as I start streaming with you guys.
Yeah, it's not so much put on my shoe because they're all teenagers.
Yes.
But they will absolutely, when I sit down to relax, whatever it is I'm trying to do. Oh, it's a string. First, here comes one. They ask me a question. Leave. Come back. Leave. Come back. Leave. And then like 30 seconds later, the next one shows up for 2 or
Yep.
3 questions. And then 2 minutes later, the third one will show up. And then I just go, oh my God. And they're like, what? I just got here for the first time. I was like, I think y'all planned this.
I really do believe that that's true. Like 110%. It doesn't have a headphone jack. No.
Headphones. Headphones. Hey, this is.
Yeah. As soon as I come out here, now she's asking for headphones for my phone but my phone's an iPhone. It doesn't have a headphones.
Doesn't have headphones. Nice.
That's one plus to that. That's, I guess. I can't believe Silva's not on right away.
I wonder if they're having to work doing that shift where they work till like 7 or something. There we go. And we have a Grayson. All right. Now, I just have, I believe, 3 gangers to go. Leader, champion, wrecker, 1 gunner. I get Rip is done because I have the shotgun. So I need chalk with a maul and an auto pistol. We can do that. Because I got a maul with my new kit. It's a wrench, but it's a maul.
So I have some. Finally, hopefully getting back into doing some real estate stuff. It depends on. Remember, I went through all that surgery.
Right.
So I'm just at the point where I'm starting to feel a little bit better, and I got some projects on my mind that I want to start and get done and do, but then I start something and I set myself back a little bit more. Like this last week with that front coming through, I don't know if it got super cool on you guys or if you guys missed it by a little bit.
Oh no!
But when that storm, when that came through, my whole body just wanted to shut down.
Really?
And that's just aging me right there. My arthritis.
Yeah, unfortunately. I got it too, though.
Does the pressure change bother you thoroughly then?
It certain parts were like a place on my foot that I broke 10 years ago. My knees aren't a big fan. All right. So there's the main. What? That's left-handed. So I need a right-handed auto pistol. That I got. Woohoo! I was honestly really worried there for a second.
So when you guys were saying about what the paint competition was for this month, kind of got a little. I know it was threes. I just didn't hear exactly what three of what.
Whatever you want. So it's something we've done before. It'll be group or squad or team. Minimum 3 models, but like if you wanted to paint a whole Blood Bowl team and throw in 11 guys, you could. It's just got to be at least 3 models big, you know.
Okay.
Sounds good. Corax White's always a good color.
Start painting everything red, white, and blue and be like, you got a problem with that?
I got if I'm doing something off camera, so this ball is Saturday, and my wife has to have a centerpiece for her table. Well, of course, we got our buddy John to 3D print it, and I want to say dragging my heels, but I've been procrastinating on painting it, and so I may be working on that a little bit tonight.
Typical husband.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. Like, there's been no real reason other than it's a daunting task, and I work better under pressure, I guess.
It's just, but I think it ends up becoming. It's just as we get one more thing on our plate to do, or one more thing, it gets not overwhelming. It's just you look at it differently. You're like, I got all of these things to do yet, and still got to come back to do that.
Right. But I'll show you what it is here in a second. Well, or at least the piece I have with me right now.
And this is for a fancy type ball, though, right?
It's yeah. But there's a theme which I'm not supposed to talk about.
Okay.
But oh, good. All right, let me back this up a little bit. So I put some paint on it to make sure I had the color right, and I think this is the color I'll go with. I'll have to do a little dry brushing and highlighting. But
Ooh.
So there is a section to Star Destroyer thing for it. So that's going to be Big Ben.
Oh, wow.
Big Ben that I'm painting is 3 feet tall.
You better start painting.
I did. You saw color on that.
Hopefully his wife's not watching, because if mine was watching and seeing that, she'd be like, get off the stream. I'm coming in to get you.
Now she knows what's up. So real quick though, so what was that recipe for con? Because I'd love to know. Because that was one I hadn't, I want to delve into, but I hadn't yet. That kind of skin tone, the Asian, the hint of Asian.
Looks like old parchment paper almost on what you were doing right there.
Yeah, and it's actually a little darker than what Big Ben is. So, but I think if I do a quick dry brush of the edges with a lighter, oh my God, I'm sitting here. I about clipped through my headphone cord with my clippers. That'd have been awkward. Okay. Did you do any kind of shading on it? All right. Have a great night.
Give them what the people want. Entertainment. Dance.
See, I told you Silver was working late.
Uh-oh.
They just commented they just got off work. They'll be home soon.
All right. At least Benson came on and he's still here, quote, unhere, not here. So it's not that awkward two people date.
Right. It's a third person. Well, we have a chaperone, really, out of sight, out of mind, though.
He's just with us.
That's right. Make
Hands
sure
above the table, please.
Make sure nothing untoward happens. It's always fun to say. Untoward. I love how this gag cracks me up. All right, all these guys, this dude has a flamethrower. This dude has a chainsword. Those guys have lasers. That one has a missile launcher. What'd you bring into this fight? Wrench?
And wait, that's not the one that your kid is, or your son?
No, this is a ganger. Just
okay.
It's actually based on one of my dogs that I've had. But it is considered a maul. But it is wrench.
Just holding it. It's just wrench.
It's pipe wrench, but it's still wrench.
Here comes what is? I mean, obviously there's so many names of plumbers, but you're just like, oh, there's Mac the over there in the corner with this wrench. What are you gonna do with that?
That's right. This is chalk.
It's very Lego movie kind of shows up with like the wrong pieces.
I gotta paint him. Speaking of skin tones, he's gonna be like almost albino because this is based on Chalky, which was my white pit bull. All right, well that was easy. He's done. All right, we got Rip, we got Chalk. I think we got.
Yeah, we're nuts at my house. We have 4 dogs, and
Chalk has his auto pistol and maul. Old Trill gets an auto gun. Easy peasy.
I sat out back most of the day watching the dogs run around and swim in the pond and thinking to myself, it's 38 degrees this morning, and you guys want to roll around in the pond?
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't have cared less. You know, they weren't fazed by it at all.
Right. Ooh. We'll give them that one. That'll be fun. It's like a Tommy gun auto gun. I'm absolutely doing that. 24, 23, 23, 24, 25.
Doctor says I have a little bit of a weight problem. Used to be able to stuff wings in my. I miss Chris Farley. I wish that dude was still doing movies.
Yeah, I was gonna make a really bad joke. I wish he was still around to make movies as well. Let's just put it that way. If he was making movies now, though, I'd be very concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's necromancy.
Well, if you start talking about alternate universes and things like that, they might just well be. I didn't watch the Spider-Man, but I got the gifs of the idea yet. And I'm probably the only American that has not seen Spider-Man.
Oof. All right.
So is that, or I'm sorry, is that already next Tuesday that's going to start with the live play?
I don't think so. I think it's going to be the week after. I have to, like, this was going to be my last week doing my job, but due to some scheduling issues, I have to do like half and half next week. So I don't know how it's going to look yet, to be honest. Having to sort of play it by ear when I get the schedule, then I'll know more. It's Orlox Silver.
Mission failure.
Mission failure?
Yeah, I just didn't find anything that jumped off the page at me.
Wow. I guess you're going to have to come get a new squad.
I was thinking just that.
Gives a good excuse for it.
Yeah, most of the stuff that's in my pile of shame is like larger models.
Ah.
I don't really have like troop choices unpainted. The only thing that comes close that I eyeballed for a second is I do have the Celestine box with her and her two guardians.
That
Put it
works.
together.
She's fun to paint. I enjoyed painting her.
Wasn't that? Wait a second. Celestine.
Yeah, I don't have a color scheme picked out for my sisters yet since I haven't even started putting them together, but I've got the sisters box too. So that if I've got whatever a squad or two that comes in the original box that they put out for sisters.
Yeah.
And Celestine. But I'm just not trying to do anything with my sisters right now. And it's like, I feel if I start pulling them out and starting to paint them, then I've got to find a way to store them.
Yes. Yeah. That's fair.
Right now, they're just minding their own business in the box in the closet.
I don't know if Greg's still watching, but he'll be happy to know the Sacrosants finally came back in. So I finally got my last one.
I may pick up a box of stealth suits.
Ow.
Don't do that.
Well, the drill maybe, slid off the end of the barrel into my thumb.
Trying to pin your thumb for modeling?
Yeah. That does not want to cooperate. Ooh.
So is your thing this Saturday?
Yes. Yeah. I won't be working Saturday nor be able to play Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. Look, stop dropping things. Quit picking them up and then dropping them again.
I pick things up and put them down.
Yep.
When you drop the bit and you hear it go ting, ting, and hit that second drop, and you're like, ah, crap.
Right. And it's gone. It's gone.
Ooh, that one hit a ricochet.
I know where it fell, but I don't know where it bounced. So the question is, do you guys have any stealth suits in stock?
It's a good question. Very good question. I will tell you what, let me finish putting this one together. I'll take a walkabout and find out. As long as you stay and talk to Brian, so it's not
Friend.
Yeah, not Brian just going, and here I'm, painting my happy little tree.
All by myself.
Well, I let you guys hang by yourselves for like the last 3 weeks, where I've either had wifing things I have to do or kid things I have to do, and I'm never. I think I'm almost close to my record here.
We'll just time it to all bail one night simultaneously on him and hear him, guys.
Test.
Anybody, can you guys hear me?
Did you guys switch sites? I know that cracked me up too.
Yep. Hilarious.
It's going to be really funny when you guys are doing live games, and whether, it doesn't really matter who's playing, especially when you're doing commentary to it. Just goofing around with that's going to be a blast.
Yeah. And so some of the cool things we got is we've got 10 lapel mics and a soundboard. So hopefully we'll be able to do it so that you can hear what they're saying. The background noise sort of gets left.
Film it all like World Series of Poker.
Yeah. And then I myself will be here at the computer on the quote unquote control board, commentating. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to for like Blood Bowl and some fun things. We do it for Magic and such. So it's gonna be good times, I think.
Well, it's gonna be one of those things that it's not the same thing every time.
Right.
Where you have such a choice of games, and it's also going to introduce people to so many different games. Not knowing, how to play some games, watching you play the games. Some people really need that.
Yeah.
Me.
And then it'll be interesting to see who wants to like take over commentating duties if, say, I'm playing. Like, who wants to go troll JD like he's trolled us for the last 6 months? Everybody's gonna be like, dibs.
Well, that's when you hook up all of the mics, all 10 mics, and have a rotation of like a side-by-side boxing analysis where it's the main event.
Yeah.
And you have like 4 different people commentating at the same time about, ooh, this is neck and, whoever plays and wins all the way out. That'd be fun to do.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I need to do? Because I don't have any of them yet. Is I ought to pick up some Crisis Protocol.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you haven't played any of that yet?
I have not.
Myself, neither. I would love to learn, and so hopefully we can.
There are quite a few people playing it, and it does appear to be fun.
I enjoy the crap out of it. And that's other reason I'm looking. I mean, I'm looking forward to a new venture, but I'm looking forward to playing games again.
So I think that's what I will do is I will pick up some Crisis Protocol.
All right. So what team you going to get?
That is a good question. Let me go look at what is out for Crisis Protocol.
So I saw a thing today. I believe right now the current count is 93 models. So have fun.
Yeah, I'm not doing 93 models.
No, I meant good. Have fun choosing.
How many are on each team?
It varies. It depends on. So each game has a variable points limit.
Okay.
And it's based on what crisis gets chosen for the game. Which the crisis is there's 2 crises you play per mission. One is like a snatch and grab, and the other is like a control, quarter type thing. Capture and control. That's what I was looking for.
Oh.
So yeah, no, but you would bring 10 miniatures to a tournament, and then each game you would choose from those 10 up to the points that game is going to be. It sounds a lot more convoluted than it is, but it's not that hard.
That's what she said.
All right, I heard you. Will, what you get?
Well, and I disappointed myself. I saw the Gambit Rogue box, and I was like, ooh, Gambit's my man. And then it was like, oh, upcoming releases. This is not out yet.
No, but he should be here. He may be here this week. Gambit and Rogue with Colossus and Magic, as well as Hulkbuster and the Iron Man that goes inside the Hulkbuster. All that is supposed to be this week or next week. I think it's supposed to be the 8th, which is this week.
Yeah, Gambit
However,
and Nightcrawler were my two favorites.
gotcha. No Nightcrawler yet, unfortunately. But that means you could play. So you could build an X-Men team. We've got X-Men if you wanted to get started, and then do Gambit last.
Is there like an X-Men? Is it like a box set?
No. So other than the core set, everything is in a 1 or 2 pack. So like you can get like Wolverine comes with Sabretooth. Storm comes with Toad. Cyclops comes with. Who does Cyclops come with? No, Storm comes with Beast. Cyclops, I can't remember. I'll go look at that in a second. So I'm looking for stealth suits and your X-Men. Got it. I'll be back in a minute. Talk amongst yourselves.
And he'll probably have a little outside time.
What? That's crazy. Yes.
No, it's looks like Crisis Protocol is the way everybody's going.
I'm trying to find is there not like a Crisis Protocol site?
I don't really. I'm pretty locked up. I don't go really anywhere. And watching these games being played, I can't wait for because I will watch them from home, and at least I feel like I'm kind of there. After COVID, I kind of got to be a lock-in.
Yeah. X-Men, I loved Gambit and Nightcrawler were my two favorite characters from X-Men.
Where was Nightcrawler from? I know where I know X-Men wise, but what country or state was he from?
I do not remember.
Because he kind of does remind me of that southern sounding from.
Yeah, he's like Louisiana, like New Orleans or something like that.
Because Gambit's from Louisiana too, right?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Gambit. Who were you? You were talking about Nightcrawler?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Gambit's from Louisiana,
hometown,
Mississippi area. Well,
color character. Let's see if it's got like a hometown thing in here.
It's worth the Google. Dang it. I hate when you paint something and you forget to paint a color and you go back and you're like, now I got to go paint that color because I forgot this spot.
He makes repeated references to his the time he spent in the Munich circus.
So from Germany.
Yeah. Nightcrawler was originally stated to be from a small village called Witzeldorf in the German state of Bavaria.
Okay. Well, thanks for looking that up. But he did, you know, that accent that he has in the movie, it sounds very southern too. Atomic Mass Games. What is Atomic Mass Games?
Yeah, that's why I went searching for it, and I got to this Atomic Mass Games, and it's showing. But I was looking for where Games Workshop, show me all the models.
Oh, see, that's
and when I click on shop, it just takes me to Asmodee's site.
And for me, all I do is just enjoy the painting. I'm not very good at it, but I got to get some bigger figures. I find that I'm better at a bigger figure than I am the smaller ones. I mean, they each have their little nooks and crannies, but I can see the colors better on the bigger models. I've seen him working on that Titan, and I keep thinking to myself, I want to try one of those guys. But no, I'm trying to, I was telling JD, I'm trying to get back into getting back into my work mode because I had that surgery done and getting everything back to my business, getting back together and starting. It's tough. You start one day and then the next day you're so much pain. You're like, I'm just not helping myself. So we're slow and steadily getting at it, I hope. I'm just so bored. You find any information of when they're coming out?
When what's coming out, bud?
Your characters that you want to do.
Oh, I wasn't looking for a release date. The JD said that he thinks that they might be this week. All it says is upcoming releases.
Well, I hope they do for you. And you said you were back at work?
Yep, I am back in the office. This cold weather has been an absolute freaking kick in the keister, though.
Oh, that's an understatement. You are 100%. That pressure change.
Yeah, between the rain coming and going and then it being 75 degrees one day and 32 degrees the next day, you know, all those plates and screws and everything in my spine are not happy about it. So
I didn't realize how much that would affect it. I really didn't.
Yeah, fortunately, I called my doctor up and he was very understanding and is going to take care of me with some pain medication. So,
especially for those pressure changes.
Yeah, it's just been a rough week at work. And then on top of that, being in pain and stressed out is just not a lot of fun.
No, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's okay, dude. I mean, it just comes with the supper. At least I'm doing better than I was. So post-op, you know, I'm no longer having issues where my arm is like temporarily paralyzed or whatever, and just dropping anything that I try to grab onto, and
wow,
having moments where all I can do is just grab my shoulder and go into the fetal position and just try to ride it out because.
Okay, that I feel you on that. That was the last 2 days when the that pressure changed in my neck. Oh my. Well, I hope that it gets better. And for me, at least, this is my big thing, is trying to stay up for this. Normally, I have to split it up, and I'm just normally spent by the time it's halfway through, or my wife comes home and tells me it's time to go do something else. But whew, this is like my night out of the week.
I can't believe that there is not like a crisis protocol official like website for all this. You got just the Asthma Day site, which I guess I could do that. Just go to Asthma Day and then see if I can filter by crisis protocol. And no, I can filter by Marvel. But I'm getting all kinds of stuff that's not crisis protocol in here now.
I don't know what I want to paint next. I've got all these little. I just sprayed some Gracier on a few terrain pieces.
Here we go. Yeah, I figured out how to do it. I had to filter by Atomic Mass Games, and then it would let me filter again to Marvel Crisis Protocol. What in the world?
What's that?
I don't know. It sounded like nails going across a chalkboard or something.
Oh,
for a second.
sorry. I was moving a piece of cardboard across the foam board I got under the. So, like where you put your elbows and your hands right here, if you take a piece of like styrofoam flat board, you know how sometimes you get real sore leaning against the table and from the pressure at the elbows. So I use styrofoam sheets, and you can put your elbows on them and put a little bit of weight on it, and it just comforts your old bones.
Let's see. So we have Spider-Man.
Oh, MTG bot was there.
Oh.
Which portion of the JD live streaming are you looking forward to with the event stuff? Are you going to be involved in any of it, like the gameplay, or?
Oh, I have no idea. If it's for silliness, beer, and pretzel type gaming, that's more my speed than competitive play, anyways.
Right.
So I could see myself, getting on there and like playing a game, but yeah, no real plans for involvement unless something just kind of falls in my lap.
That's cool though. Either way, I think it's kind of it's great. It's a great it's an idea to get the name out there for sure. Get more people involved. Keep coming out to my garage, and I think my kids keep playing with these models, and I keep finding pieces in spots that they weren't supposed to be, or broken off of an arm.
All right, so the Uncanny X-Men.
Okay, back.
Welcome back.
I did find one Wolverine. I set one of him. We only had one Mystique and Beast.
Ooh.
And then I put a Cyclops and Storm. I just threw those three behind the counter just in case for you.
Okay.
Get whatever you want or don't. They're there.
I appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Awesome, Silver. And it was funny. I was
Holy
up there.
Cow.
I was up there hanging out, and Danny and Savannah showed up. So
Yeah.
They're like, "We're going to Subway. What do you want?" I was like, "Oh yeah,
food."
That's right. All right, now Sam, I got to build a ganger with 2 stub guns.
I'm looking through Asmodee's site, and I think that's pretty much all of the X-Men boxes for right now.
Yeah, until we get Rogue and them.
So I will probably just go ahead and pick them all up.
Okay. Well, those 3 boxes get you the 4 X-Men. So, like I said, unless you want to count Cable and Domino, but I don't know if they're officially X-Men or X-Force.
Yeah, so Cyclops and Storm are together. And then Wolverine, but then Sabretooth doesn't really count.
Right.
And then Beast and who came with Beast?
Mystique.
Mystique. She's probably depends, but she might be a pretty good looking model. She's a pretty good looking character.
Yeah. No, it's a cool little model.
My friend's mom has a poodle, and they just shared a picture of this poodle, and it looks just like the Spaceballs character, the Lord Helmet.
Yeah.
His haircut looks just like that. It's all black poodle. Looks just like Lord Helmet.
Nice. That's actually Silver brings up a good point. Yeah, there is Jean Grey. Jean Grey comes with Cassandra Nova, but I didn't even think about looking for her. So she may be on the shelf as well.
And Colossus, or is he coming?
Colossus and Magic are coming. They're going to be with Magic and he's going to be with Magic, and they come out. He comes out at the same time as Rogue.
Yeah, pre-order.
But like I said, I think that's this week. I could be wrong though.
Let's see if I open it up here. Do they say what the release date is? Oh no, this says 2/11/22.
Really? They pushed it back that far?
For Colossus. Let me look at Rogue.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, that's what their site is saying.
Yeah, no, and they're usually not. They're usually pretty on it.
Yeah, it says 2/11/22 for Rogue and Gambit box as well.
Boo.
At least I assume that's what this 2/11/22 means under the pre-order. It doesn't say like releasing on this date. It just has this random 2/11/22 listed underneath the description.
Yeah, that'll be the release date.
Yeah, I assume that is the release date, but I am making an assumption.
Right. Wait.
And I'll have to wait for Nightcrawler to come out. Yeah.
I hope he comes with Archangel. That'd be awesome. That'd be an awesome 2-pack. Get that Angel and Devil one going together.
Kind of cool. Be a lot cooler if you did.
All right.
Yeah, Jean Grey and Cassandra.
I wonder why we don't get more story. Is there a storyline for Rogue? Like a bigger storyline, like why she hasn't had anything go on?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because I don't think they've ever covered in the movies. Wasn't it Captain Marvel or somebody like she super soaked their powers?
Yeah. Yeah, like permanently, from
Yeah,
what I
that's what I mean.
understand.
Like super soaked it. It wasn't just
Yeah.
like, oh, look, I've got your powers for a couple minutes. It was like, no, like she basically became the new Captain Marvel.
That's what I've been told, but like I've never read the line or anything to confirm or deny.
It's already 7:16.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're not getting anything done painting. You're too busy chatting. But I full on need this chat.
Talking to adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, like I was saying earlier, I don't leave a whole lot.
Yeah.
I'm very reclusive, and more so now with COVID and all that junk. This really is a good outlet.
Absolutely.
So you had Subway or you ordered Subway?
They're over there ordering it.
What's your go-to from there?
Well, it would be roast beef, but the one right here next to the store stopped carrying roast beef like
What?
a while ago.
Yeah.
Annoys me.
Yeah, because I keep going in there and I'll order the club and they're like, oh, we don't have the roast beef. It's like, oh, yeah.
It's
So-
crazy.
Yeah.
Because the cost of beef is too high, or
I have no idea. Like, it
can't
doesn't
do a
make sense.
$5 foot long on one piece of beef costs $8.
Right. I don't know. I'll get a spicy Italian or whatever.
Spicy Italian.
Some pastrami and salami.
Although hearing some of the reactions in the background is what gives the game store, to me, the feed that you have going on right now.
Yeah.
When you hear somebody like, somebody beat somebody in a game, or like you always know that feeling, or that, oh, I just top decked a win,
Yeah.
and that, yes, hearing that in the background is always neat to hear, because you just know that feeling.
Right. Well, with this new mic, I might not have to do it from home if it's muted enough that it's not an issue anymore.
So far, I honestly, the only thing I heard was you hear a little chatter, but it's just chatter. That's all that it is. You don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
And then you have, like when he was just yelling for whatever the win con was, he was excited about, then you could hear it pretty good. But
Gotcha.
That's been it so far. So that's pretty good. Because I know my microphone's not very good, and it can pick up when my wife opens the door to the house to come out to here to check on me into the other part of the house, see if
Yeah.
I'm still alive. I can hear that door open ahead of time through this microphone, so it gives me time to make sure that I'm not like
You can close all your
sitting here.
tabs.
close tap 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 tap. You've been painting the whole night. Yep. No. But I have my garage set up so I always lay out here, watch movies and stuff like that, and she'll make sure I'm not dead.
That's
It's
nice of her.
exactly. The girls will be in the house doing, like right now they were doing their homework, so mom's in charge whenever I get a day off. Like this is my first one in a little while, so I'm pretty excited.
Sweet.
What is your Twitch channel, JD?
JD Paint Night G&G.
Boop.
Yay. I'm assuming.
And give it a follow.
Yay. I'm assuming.
And give it a follow. And close it out.
and infinite loop. All right, let's give these guys some grenades.
Should have made your name too Twitch to quit.
So now that G&G is getting bigger, I may end up separating and doing. I mean, I'll still do like the paint project and the paint party to both, but I may end up separating and doing my own that's just on this channel. And if that's the case, I'm going to change my name to the other one I have sort of reserved because that's more my humor. And that's going to be straight up Space Barbies.
Space Barbie.
Oh, I figured you're gonna do like raptor painting or something like that.
No, I've really already got the Twitch name Space Barbies just sitting there. So hopefully I'll be able to switch it over. If not, yeah, I'll do, Clever Girl.
Genius.
All right, gangers, who needs some grenades? Because in my brain, I always separate this part from what I'm going to have to do later when I paint. And I always get mad at myself because I'm like, man, why was I so ambitious when I put it together? Because it's just more to paint later.
So last week there was like 6 people in the paint party.
Ooh, there's my fam. Ooh, I get to show them. Oh, y'all could hear their reactions. Okay. So, I know I told you, Sav, that I made this Necromunda gang and everybody's part of the family, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, baby, you want to come over here so you can see on the screen so I can blow it up? All right, guys, I'm going to blow this up real quick just so we got to get up my wife's reaction. Hold on.
This is the one with the hair, right?
Well, yes and no. Okay. So, what? Okay. So, here's the gang leader, Raptor. And the face kind of looked like mine, but I had to green stuff some hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Here is my specialist harpoon launcher, Sav.
Okay.
So there you are, Sav.
One request: hair white.
Yeah, your hair is going to be fairly white.
Yay.
Here is my wrecker, juvenile Beckett
Huh?
with auto pistol and fighting knife. And here is the other wrecker with chainsword and sawn-off shotgun, Gray. Did you notice?
So cool.
Did you notice Beckett has the floopy hair?
No. Well, now I do. Yeah.
And he actually looks like Rocksteady or Bebop from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but whatever. And then we have Sam.
I'm interested to see what you're gonna do for the kids.
There's Sam. This one is Trill.
You guys are like the Duggars over there. Oh my God, how many kids do you have?
These are the dogs. There's Rip.
Uh-huh.
Here's Chalk. And the enforcer, the one that keeps everybody straight. Here's Danny.
Well, I'm making things.
With a big stick.
with a giant hammer.
Yeah, but why does my face have like?
A skull mask?
Is that what that is?
Kind of. It's a
I
skull.
told him he should use gentle features for you.
That's cool.
But look, the model itself is because it's designed to be the arms master. It's like so much bigger than the rest. But there's no girl models for the Orlock team.
That's okay.
But you're the badass of the family.
I'm the enforcer.
That's right. So you get a giant hammer. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say? Thump.
I love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you.
Okay, that was fun.
Good night.
Oh, you kids.
Well, thanks, John. I'm glad you appreciate it. Now I have a sandwich, so you can watch them while I'm eating. Well, no, grenades. Grenades. Got to do grenades.
Can we see said sandwich in this preview? Is that a thing? Do we not get to see this sandwich? Is it?
I mean, it's a sandwich.
Oh, I was not. That's not the sandwich, JD. That's not what I'm talking about. Like the actual sandwich.
Sure. Let me.
Because that made me hungry just knowing you got a sandwich. I had taco night and it was weak.
Let me put grenades on the rest of the team, and then I can show you my sandwich.
I'm just messing with you, JD.
Oh no, you're seeing my sandwich now. And if you could take off all weird undertones about that, you're gonna like seeing my sandwich.
I will throw my sandwich on the screen so fast.
We'll probably hear the sandwich in a minute.
No, I will mute my mic, please. I'm not a savage.
I'm all about the sandwich. That's all right. I'm about 2 minutes from grabbing a whole gallon of cookies and cream ice cream and bringing it out here and putting in some work.
I need that grenade to fit. Oh, it did. It didn't. It did. It didn't. The plastic's pushing it back out. Oh, get in there. Get it. It's not going to get in there.
I love the fact that he said this is oddly satisfying to watch.
I know, and I'm wondering if
I love him.
if John.
This is PG-13.
No, I know. So John says it's obviously oddly satisfying to watch. I wonder if he knows he's welcome to join us. So if you have a camera, a mic, and something you want to work on, at the very top of the chat, there is a link that you can join us. So, but again, yeah, PG-13-ish. No copyrighted music or media in the background. And you're welcome to hop on and join the paint party. And if you can't this week, obviously, because you didn't know about it, you're welcome to. Every Wednesday we do this, 6 to 9 Central. I have no idea where you're watching from. All right. I think everybody that can fit grenades on their belt has grenades. Let's check out Danny. They have no room. Look, they got servos everywhere. All right. My gang's put together. Yay. Although it's funny, if it's anything like the last time we played Necromunda, I'm going to have to build another guy next week. So I got my starting. You get territories in Necromunda, and you get to protect them, and you expand them, and that's the whole point, is to become kings of the Underhive, right? So my 2 territories I start with, one is called the blood-soaked altar, which if I send one of my gangers to it, like pre-game or post-game, there's a chance he either goes insane or he operates under the effects of Ghast, which is, I'm guessing it's like a Fallout-style drug that gives him psychic powers. So that could be interesting. But the other territory I randomly got assigned to start is a hab block, which is like habitat. And at the end of the match, I send a guy to work it, and it gives me some credits. They both do. But I roll a die, and on a 6, I get a free juve, which is, like a prospect, a free, like my 2 flyers. They're variations on the juveniles. And in the last time we had a campaign, I rolled a 6 every game. So I would have my gang, and then I'd just have like 8 extra Jews. Just like, we have no weapons, but we're here. So I might have to put somebody new together next week or after my first game. So, all right. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to move Brian to here. Brian, I'm going to blow you up.
Oh, I'm in it.
And then I'm going to mute so I can chomp down on this real quick.
Enjoy.
But I will show you my scene.
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh, I really do want to see it because as soon as you come back from sandwich, I'm going to go get snack time. I feel like now I'm all nervous. I'm in the spotlight here. Just put me out there in the open, vulnerable.
What are you working on there, buddy?
My
Just
God.
a little bit of what?
Look, Will.
Is it terrain?
Ooh,
Is that roast beef?
sandwich.
That's roast beef.
That's roast beef.
That's roast beef.
Blow it up.
Yeah, buddy. Got roast beef, Sammy. Okay.
They've got the beef.
No, I just finished the one marine. Now I'm just doing some pieces of terrain to switch it up a little bit, and then I'll work on another marine. Like I said, these are just kind of just to have paint on them. I don't want to put too much effort into the little bit of pieces of terrain just so it looks uniform. And if it's in any console, I let my kids paint most of the terrain, and they're 8 and 10, so it's not the highest quality terrain painting job, but it was fun.
I have so much terrain and stuff for setting up a table for play at home. One of these days, I've got to get around to doing that.
And it's not too bad. And like I'll put 2 or 3 different colors on it. Now this one is just the Kill Team's the new work one, and I haven't even put them all together yet. But I'll just put pieces together and pick from a box. And if I have a couple extra minutes, if I feel up to it, I'll put this. So this guy was pretty much together. You slap a piece or 2 together, and let's see. I like doing. I bought some of the trees. So my daughter did this one, and it looks like it was scorched. So pretty happy. And so but she did it in the tree in like a bronze, and highlighted it with a lighter bronze. Bronze is brown, and it really popped. It looked like it's been through like a forest fire. And then she did one where it was snow, but gives it a little bit of a different look, a different area of the field. But it's just fun to do it together. So she can't get her.
Definitely. Anytime you can do stuff, together with your kids and share hobbies and whatnot is always like special time.
Oh, yeah. Well, right now it's the toughest with school. So we came home. I gave him the option. I'm like, you can either hang out with me tonight or we can play outside now. You pick, but we got to get your homework done. So she chose to play outside. And of course, Mom gets home and homework's not done. So then I look like the bad. Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, all we were doing is playing outside, and I have a little pond in the back, and the dogs are swimming around in it, and they were having a blast. But
what do you mean her homework is not done?
I know exactly. So you come walking in, and I'm like, we didn't just sit here and not do anything. We were I was entertaining them. We were enjoying had the dogs out. It's harder. Some of the things, like when you have kids and married with the relationships, some of the things are a little harder than I anticipated. I don't think you can plan for that kind of. Especially with girls, the emotions. I love them to death, but their little hormones and emotions change on a dime. Um, Oh, you did pop, or did I was gonna say you don't have your video up yet. I was gonna say I didn't know if you were painting something or not.
Nope, I don't have my video up. I am without anything to really paint. So, I mean, I could, in theory, run up to G&G and go grab models and come running back to the house and work on putting them together. But
That's a lot.
Do it.
But you should do it. I was just gonna call you out on it, but JD did it, so
I just am not going to see myself doing that.
yeah, it is already 7:37. It's practically.
Yeah, I'm only like 5 minutes. Well, maybe a little more than 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes from the shop.
Oh well, hot dog and hamburgers. I'd never leave.
Probably another 20 minutes, so probably an hour. I'd be home at 8:30. I'd have enough time, like I could show everybody the boxes on screen.
See, and that would be great if there was a couple extra viewers and you were like, "I'm just doing it," and people you could vote, like JD was talking about doing the different things and the different moves and the different games, how to do it. That's gonna be so cool. Yeah, you can run up there, get them all.
Gotta get them all. Gotta get them all.
That's a game I just can't win.
So we'll take Herb. And what the heck, we'll do her again.
Now, see, I don't know if you can hear my wife saying "Good girl, Buttercup" in the background.
Negative Ghost Rider.
Okay, good. Then my microphone's not picking that up. So she's outside with the dogs right now, and I can hear her clapping her hands and saying, "Good job, Buttercup." For the longest time, whenever she would open the door, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can hear the kids come running out here," thinking that everything that's being said from here, they're picking up on the microphone. I'm like, I got to fix that.
Yeah. And then it got quiet.
Sorry, I was responding to a text. I still get about 4 or 5 people a day asking for people who can do certain work or looking for people who to do, I kind of play the liaison between it and hook them up with other friends still because I'm not able to yet. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to be down for a while yet. So no, that bathroom is going to take a little while. I'm not going to get there. I'm starting with just being able to drive to and from someplace. But you know all that so well with getting your neck done. Oh,
Yes. Fortunately, I had some good friends that were willing to come over and pick me up and take me grocery shopping. And
my hardest part is being able to try to do any of it because with kids you can't be medicated or anything like that, so you can't drive and can't be. So the longer you try to stay out of pain, you go a half day without having a medicine or anything like that, and by the time you go to pick them up from school and you get home and your wife gets home and you're like, okay, it's time for medicine, you're like just writhing in pain. That's my issue.
It's all fun and games until your helpful friend tries to cheer you up during the grocery shopping trip, though.
Dude.
That will forever be one of my favorite stories, though.
I did not bring you for your sense of humor or whatever it was.
Yeah, in the middle of Walmart. Poor Will just had neck surgery.
I did not bring you for your sense of humor.
Yep, I'm cracking jokes left and right. I did not bring you for your sense of humor, and I lost it.
I mean, and straight up like dad jokes throwing me under the bus kind of stuff. It was like, really?
JD throwing fire.
It was good times. I mean, not the best of times. I mean, your neck was pretty pain, but...
How long ago did you have that surgery?
The most recent surgery was middle of July of last year. So,
okay.
Six months ago, maybe.
Okay, because I'm about 9 weeks out, so I should be feeling better and better each day.
Hey, Brian, I got a weird question.
Yep.
Are you hearing static in Will's mic, or is it just my side?
I hear static when Will talks.
Okay.
I've got my ceiling.
I didn't know.
I've got my ceiling fan on. It may be blowing air across the microphone.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Like I said, I didn't know if it was my connection. So no biggie. I just was wondering.
And I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Let me turn the ceiling fan off.
I just told you a story about him hurting my feelings in the middle of Walmart. It's okay here.
Because I would literally sit there and just deal with it because I'm like, I have people to talk to.
But I wasn't.
You guys throwing popcorn at me like a circus clown. I just sit here. No, mister. No, mister.
Mista. You killed the Mista lady.
Oh, Lord.
I'll bring you a nice warm glass of shut the hell up.
You just pulled landscaping duty.
That's right.
My fingers hurt. Well, your back's going to hurt too because you just...
All right. Let's work on this guy.
Is that any better?
There was a big pause in the middle.
How was that sandwich, JD?
It was pretty tasty. I chomped that sucker down.
I want to try texting my wife and see if she'll bring me ice cream. Let's see if this works.
Dude, if she'll bring you some, will she bring some for me too?
You're a little further away.
Not my question.
Well, I could share it in the screen.
Yes, push it up against the camera.
Just smear it.
There's nothing better than mint chocolate chip through technology.
Good God, would that be amazing?
That actually would be pretty awesome.
Why can't Elon Musk work on that? Instead, we're getting more space exploration, which is great. But come on, why can't I have a burger delivered through my microphone yet? Something came out the other day where they were like, "Oh, we should be able to live on Mars within a certain amount of time," and I'm like, you can do all of that, but yet if you go to call any kind of government site, it takes you like 4.5 hours to get through. I'm like, okay, good luck with that.
Yep. Oh, okay, that's not going to work there. So everything's weird for me now, though. I got this new setup, right? So I've got the mic is now on my right instead of my left. The camera is still on my left, but I had to move my water to my left. The computer tower's on my right, which means the cord to my headset is now over my right hand instead of my left hand. And it tries to, and of course I'm right-handed, and the cord keeps trying to snag on all the tools I set down. It's weird. I got to get used to it again. You know, I feel like I drove Will away, and I didn't mean to, but his mic isn't muted, so I'm wondering if he's troubleshooting.
No, I'm here.
Assuming he's...
Oh, okay.
You know what it almost sounds like? Almost sounds like he's robotic. Like that little bit of like that little reverb.
Yeah.
Makes it like...
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why maybe it wasn't neck surgery. Maybe it was just an oil change.
Oil!
Yeah. He's going to punch me on Friday, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oil.
I'm going to punch you on Monday. Just
You'll wait till Monday.
Because you'll be expecting it Friday.
Ah, fair.
So you guys know each other a little bit better. So you guys are super comfortable with those. I'm like, I don't want to offend anybody yet. I thought my kid was bringing me ice cream, but no, she's just running out here to lock the door. I thought you would be bringing me ice cream, but you're just... I thought we were having ice cream.
Yeah, tell her to go get ice cream.
All I did was
I thought Mommy was supposed to make ice cream and bring it out here.
All I did was hear scattering, and I ran.
Okay, you heard scattering and then you
It
ran.
sounded like Tuffy's running.
And that is...
Wait.
I'm on live stream. I'm talking, so you just come running in here yapping.
Oh.
And didn't bring any of us ice cream.
And nobody got ice cream. So why don't you go work on that?
No.
Ask Mommy. Tell her Daddy deserves...
I heard scattering.
Tell her since it's Daddy's night off, Daddy deserves a big bowl of ice cream. We should go bring it to him.
But it's...
You'll be just fine.
But if anything happens to me,
Nothing's going to
I got
happen to you.
evidence
You
on
live in
live
a
stream.
gated, fenced-in community in a
Oh,
backyard
well,
that's fenced in.
somebody
Go
could
back
come
in.
over it, so
Go in.
stay. That's what I opened.
Our walls have walls. You're fine.
Our walls have walls. Exactly.
Go get my ice cream.
You can bring in my ice cream shop.
And Brian, you don't really, I think at this point, really have to worry about offending anybody with offhanded like jokes and stuff. Like, I think if you wanted to offend us, you could.
Oh, I would not dare want to.
But you can. I speak for myself, at least, that you can speak freely within the bounds of what we're trying to do on this stream.
Well, in that case, You guys want to do some? No.
Y'all want to get high?
A little bit high. No, and that's the last night Brian was allowed at a paint party. JD thought he could do some.
But he
And that's a wrap.
said, "Oh no!"
And that was the first time.
The first time for the last time.
JD will never say you can get away with doing whatever you want on my stream within the boundaries. What boundaries are you speaking of?
The PG-13. I thought that was
Very clear. Oh. So all Office jokes should be considered PG-13 then.
I don't know about Office. Like
Office.
My head had Office Space, and I was like,
Oh,
no.
Hey Peterman. Hey Peterman. What would you do with $1 million?
Yeah, no.
The best interview with that.
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine in about 200-300 years when people look back at what humans did, if we're still around at that point in time, and they go through like archives of YouTube videos.
Ice cream.
I did not. Oh, that's not going to satisfy my ice cream. There's a gigantic gallon of cookies and cream in there. Trust me, I'm not on one of those little Dixie cup ice cream levels
You're on a
of
diet now.
my trip right now.
Diet.
I am going to fully on
There you
need.
go.
Oh well, it's ice cream.
Yeah, vanilla. I saw chocolate ones.
You
in
told
there.
mommy that you didn't like these.
No, I like them. I just hate the chocolate ones. They feel good in my mouth.
Yep, she did bring ice cream, JD.
I'm sorry. I'm having a problem with the fact that she just said she hated chocolate.
She hates chocolate ice cream.
Did she bring enough for everybody?
You want some of this? You can get some of it here. Get ready. Here comes the helicopter.
Okay, that was too far.
Ice cream's good ice cream, JD.
Second of all,
I've had it.
with this whole not liking chocolate ice cream thing, Brian, you're still young. You still have another chance. You can have another one.
No, don't worry. My second child, my 8-year-old, that's my 10-year-old.
Yeah.
My 8-year-old, I throw down some chocolate ice cream, and that thing's not coming back with an arm.
Okay. Because I don't know that I can trust people that don't like chocolate ice cream.
JD, nobody's perfect, but
Most of the children.
especially my children,
Yep. I just.
Adorable.
She would literally talk all night.
True. If I'm not on live or whatever, I just want to talk.
And she owns it.
That ice cream did nothing to satisfy my urges. All
Was it
did
one of those? Was it one of those little cups with like the wooden spoon?
Dude, my wife thinks it's a good idea to have like serving sizes.
That
Her
why?
idea.
So you can go through 17 in a sitting?
Her idea of serving size and my idea of serving sizes are two different games.
Right.
Bro, like a gallon of ice cream, if I start doing some work, I can full on do a gallon of ice cream in like a 3-day period of time. This kid was just...
I'm a
What's that?
family of 4. I said, according to the serving size, I'm a family of 4.
Yeah. Or 8, whatever it takes to get the job done.
Well, I just know if I get a pint of chocolate peanut butter,
It ain't
it's
coming
not.
back.
It's not. I'm like, that's one painful,
me.
but that's one sitting.
That's correct. You're not playing any joke that I get that entirely. I could eat
Like,
an entire.
I don't know what it is. Every time I do that, though, like even if it's just going to Old Dutch getting an ice cream cone, right? I gotta have that glass of water after.
Yes. Get all soap like cotton mouth after it.
Yeah, just it's literally frozen milk-ish, adjacent. Why am I thirsty when I'm done?
I don't ask questions about that kind of stuff. I just think if for some reason that I ate too much ice cream, that would probably narrow it down. How much ice cream is too much ice cream? Well, obviously I didn't have enough right now. I'm just looking at my child in disappointment. But I really thought your mother would have made a big bowl.
I gotta do something real quick.
How often do you get dad nights out, JD? Do you ever go out and just party or go out and just hang out with the other dads?
That's sort of what work is for me.
Because I'm going to sit here and I'm shaming my daughter. I better get some of this other ice cream here in a minute. She'll ring it out. She'll bring it out.
We do have our game night weekend, and then occasionally, we haven't done it in a minute, we'll run up and do the ATC in Chattanooga. So, I mean, he does get some some JD time.
Okay.
And then, but see, I may be weird, but like, because it's sort of in the same boat. My wife does the heavy lifting at the house, right? Like,
right.
She's the breadwinner. She's so like I'll go to every couple weeks, maybe once a month, maybe twice. We'll do karaoke night, right? But I'm like, come with us. I want her to have fun too. Let her let loose. So, and she's always sort of been, even before we got married, like she was sort of one of the guys hanging out. So
okay,
it does not bother. Like it does not bother me if she comes and hangs out.
Bro, hold on, JD. Bring it over here, Ro.
No.
She brought out the whole gallon of ice cream.
Dibs.
Is there a spoon jabbed into it already?
It's not jabbed into it yet, but I'm going to take care of some work.
No, I am.
Here you go. We can work together. We can work.
I want to post it.
This is some serious bonding time.
Yeah.
Grab a spoon. We're just going to dig into this ice cream.
That's right.
Mama doesn't need to know.
Yeah, like mommy and Remy work. Remy was on her Switch, and mommy was working.
Mommy was working. See, mommy doesn't know. Won't hurt her, right?
No. Yeah.
When it pertains to ice cream only.
Only when it's for the ice cream comes.
Here, JD and Benson, get ready. Here it comes.
All
Open
right.
up.
Don't push it as far down. Nom, 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 nom. Too far.
I'm just
Gag
doing it slow
reflex.
now. I'm just doing it slow now.
Doesn't matter if it's fast or slow. It's still too deep. Wait. Okay.
Now I'm just slapping side to side ice cream spoon. Here you go.
Yeah, see, I've gone back on the keto, so that's just rude.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing bad in the ice cream. This is all healthy ice cream.
I need to lose the COVID weight I put on from being stuck at home, and then from 2 months of literally just sitting in the recliner post surgery. Yeah, I put some weight on. I got to take it back off again.
So I've been super worried about that, and I know I'm not like in the best shape ever. I never have been. But listen, like I went and got my tux today. Like I went and bought those tails, but they used my measurements from 2 years ago that they had on file to start, and I was good.
Whoa.
So like, all right.
I am still the same shape.
Yay. Ish.
But then again, you also stayed pretty busy.
That's, I'm in shape. Round is a shape.
It is a shape.
Oh boy. We're going to have an issue here in a minute. Here comes the other child. I think she's aware.
Like self-aware?
I think she's aware that there's ice cream in her hair.
Did she come with a spoon?
If she doesn't have one, she's got to go back and get one. You know, COVID rules as we dig in a gallon together.
No, the gallon I brought out. No.
I probably should work on my painting.
I'm painting now, so you can eat like I did when you were painting. I was eating. We're good.
Well, it's snack time. It's that perfect time, right at 8 o'clock. You get that little bit of sugar influx so you can make it through the rest of the night.
I think. Daddy, I think.
Where's my screaming skull? There it is.
Now, do you have a favorite ice cream?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I
Oh yes. And I've already mentioned it.
don't know how I missed it.
It's chocolate peanut butter.
That's right.
And the peanut butter is like that ribboned peanut butter through, and it's like basically frozen peanut butter.
Man, it sounds good too right now.
So good. And Tillamook, the people that make cheese, I don't know if you've seen it at like Walmart or Publix or whatever. That's out of Oregon. They also have a dairy, and they make the best. Yeah, it's just all right. Now I know what I'm doing on my way home. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Getting some ice cream?
Yup. Getting some chocolate peanut butter to be specific.
How do you fill 3 hours of time? We talk about ice cream.
Yeah, we talk about whatever. Like, and that's what's great because it's literally stream of consciousness with however many people are on.
All right, all this talk about ice cream is making me hungry. Now I've got to go get a freaking snack of some sort.
Tag,
Come
your
on.
turn. Well, I need to go get water, and I can't until Brian starts
Here.
painting again.
Blow me up. I'm good. I'm ready. I can take
You
a
ready?
breather.
So I'm ready to. Oh wait, no, I'm not ready. Never mind. Hold on. I got to paint pack markings before I do decals. So
I'm like, I'm coming in. I can handle it. Throw me in, coach. What color do I want to do these little drums in? No. Dude, if you had the right people talking, you could stream Rock'em Sock'em robot fights. Honestly. I think that you just have to have the right people commentating it and only let it last for like 2 or 3 minutes. Like
yeah,
a TikTok video worth. That'd be
No, it
hilarious.
lasts about 1 minute. That's the
Okay,
limit.
so I was just informed that TikTok videos last 1 minute.
actually,
That's what I heard.
if you get enough followers, you can go up to 3.
What?
Like me with my not very many followers and okay amount of views. I have a 15 second, 30 second, and 1 minute option. But if you go big and crazy, you get more time.
Now, do they get paid doing TikToks?
You can get sponsors. You can get you can get monetized just like you can on YouTube and Twitch.
So, like the people with 1 million plus views are getting paid.
Yeah,
Huh.
which is the goal. So smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, or whatever they
What
kids
you
say
need
nowadays.
is you need to. Well, You should just use my 2 kids as test dummies to tell you the truth.
Oh,
The amount of YouTube that they like to watch before I have to tell them they have to stop.
Right.
You'd have enough subscribers in a day.
All right, that went easier than I thought putting those pack markings on there. Bam. Bam. All right, I need to go snag a little water.
Blow me
So
up. I'm going in.
I'm gonna blow you up. Bam.
Send me in, coach.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
I'm gonna mute myself and I'll be back in a few minutes.
They're trusting me on the field, coach. They're trusting me. Now I'll just mumble the whole time. No, we legit did some work on that ice cream now. What kind of snack did you get over there?
I got some cheese sticks.
I'll tell you what's my other new favorite cheese snack. Those Cheez-Its, baked hard or extra crispy. What did you do the whole time? I painted nothing, JD. I legitimately stirred my pot of paint for the last 5 minutes. As I continued stuffing my face with ice cream. Just keep painting, sir. So any movies you're looking forward to?
Well, not really. I'm more looking forward to, things like season 3 of The Witcher and second season of Wheel of Time.
So you and my wife would get along great. My wife loves The Witcher. Loves it. I just couldn't. I haven't gotten into it enough yet, I guess.
Yeah, Witcher was good. Wheel of Time, for the most part, was really good. I'm hoping maybe since it had such a really good first season and was like one of the most watched things Prime has ever released, that their budget will be a little bit better for season 2 and that it will just get progressively better and better. But yeah, I don't go to the theaters very much.
I hit the mute button and I'm like stumbling all over it as I'm telling her to take the ice cream in. Because if not, we'll sit here and eat the entire gallon.
fine with that.
She says,
Nothing wrong. No, nothing wrong with that. Just don't let mom see you throwing the empty gallon thing in the trash.
See, therein lies the problem. Mom's the
Off my shoes.
Mom's the one that texted me a minute ago to say, send her in.
Mm.
Then I'd be busted. You trying to get me? You
gotta sneak the empty gallon jug out the back door.
No joke. I mean, I'm a full-grown man, and I'm sneaking a gallon of ice cream around. My wife came in earlier, and she goes, "What did you make for dinner?" And tonight, I did. The night before, I did spaghetti. The night before that was yesterday was tacos. The night before that was spaghetti. She comes in and says, "Like, what'd you make for dinner?" And I'm like, "Well, you have a choice. Which one do you want, spaghetti or tacos?" And normally I make a brand new dinner every night, but I'm like, it's paint night. I'm not dealing with that tonight, so it's reheats. So long story short, tomorrow now I am having to make a chicken stir fry.
I say spaghetti or tacos. I would be spaghetti all day long.
Oh, I love both of them, but spaghetti's for sure. Yeah, with a good garlic bread.
Oh yeah, you get the like that Texas toast, like frozen garlic bread stuff.
Oh yeah,
That stuff is actually really good for being like frozen bread.
yeah. Oh yeah, that stuff has amazing written all over it. Now you guys have Publix over there again now, or not yet?
There is a Publix over here. It is not convenient to my house, so I don't go to Publix, unfortunately. If it was closer, I would rather go, but
They make a couple garlic breads that are just like the Publix brands that are just amazing too, like that. Oh, and then like the wrap pre-loaves that you can throw into the oven and just melt them and remake the. Oh yeah. God, I'm still hungry. I should have eaten more for dinner. Oh. So did you decide which guys you're going to go with for your team? Were you thinking about it, or are you just going to look on the shelf and be like, that's who I'm going with?
yeah, I mean it'll be the X-Men, so I'll just have to figure out, which ones I want to try and get painted up this month.
I need to get a couple bigger models because I enjoy painting. I feel like I blend colors better and mix colors better when you can have a little bit more space to work with. I struggle so much with the little Space Marines to try to make it look shadowed, and some of y'all are so talented when it comes to the paint schemes. But they had kids went back to school. What was it? Tuesday. And I was like, freedom. During the day, I'm used to having just me and the dogs, and then you always got something going on. When there's kids around, you can't just get to there's no time to get to your regular work. Every time you clean up a mess, you turn around and there's another mess behind it. So today I actually had the sink cleaned of dishes, so I was really proud of myself. Really proud of myself. Like, for 5 minutes, there's no dishes in the sink.
The sink is empty. It was.
It was, and then now it's not. Oh, there's Silva.
Hello. Sorry I'm late, guys.
That's all right. And I heard somebody hit, 43 subscribers?
Yep, 43 subscribers now.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
I'm happy.
Woo!
That's something. That's you didn't start it that long ago. You started what? How long ago did you start your little site?
Back this past summer, so it's been about 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm not complaining. Oh, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got my Christmas present this week.
Cool.
Is that an airbrush?
That's my airbrush.
Well, Merry Christmas to you.
And my compressor. Yeah. Yes. Next thing, Three 3D printers.
What's a good, reasonable 3D printer running now? Are they reasonable, or are they still out of reach?
Well, you can get a Anycubic mono. They've got them for like $189. They had a special going on at during Christmas. They had the Mono S and a wash and cure station for I think it was like $320. I just didn't have it.
Does that come with the software to I guess install on the computer to run it, or is that all separate, or is it all one thing?
Oh no, you get what do you thumb drives, and you go to whatever site you go to.
Uh-huh.
Thingiverse.
Thingiverse, Lost Kingdom, One Page Rules. They all have STL files, and you download the STL file, and then you print out the. Well, some of them you got to pay for, some of them you don't.
Which you will be either happy or shocked or both to know that I just did a Patreon.
Oh, you got a Patreon?
Yep, for Trident.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What the $10 a month one?
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be. If I decide that we want to try to sell them through the store, I'll up it to 40 because the 40 one's for retailers.
Right.
But this was just for me because that new Thanos is too good to not have.
Oh, you are. Yeah.
Here, for those of you wondering. So this was their January release that made me go ahead and say, yeah, I'll give them $10 a month.
Uh-huh. He is bad.
So now you download
Is he what?
You download the file. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Benson.
Oh, there we go. No, I was trying to see what was on the end of his hand there. It looked like I thought maybe it was him balancing that knife for Gamora.
No, it's his double-bladed badassery, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Now, so you download the file and then print that. How long does that take to print?
Don't know. Don't have a printer.
If you've got a good, depending on if you get a good print, just one figure, you could do it in an hour, depending on what type of setup you have.
I don't know. He's big though, so he may take longer than an hour.
Yeah. Okay, there's some Sentinels that C23 has. They're big. They're like 4.5 to 5 hour prints. There's one company out there that does they do Titans, and they take weeks. Unless you have multiple printers running all the time.
Now, are they all assembled, or are they just printing the pieces to build the Titan?
It's printing the pieces to build the Titan.
Okay.
Just like JD's doing on Monday nights.
Right.
It comes just like that. You're printing pieces just like that.
Wow. That seems like a little bit more work than just the average. Let's pick it up and paint something.
Well, it depends. You know, you want to spend I don't know how much Trevor spent on his Titan, but there are sites out there that, you know, have basically, I think they're, what the heck's the site called? I can't even remember. It's something, Space Hammer 69, I think is what it's called. And they do Warhammer 40K models.
Okay.
All right. And there's a guy on YouTube, and he's always doing comparisons to the Games Workshop's models to this site's 3D printed models. Some of them look really good. Some of them look really, really bad. But, you know, when you say, okay, Lehman Russ tank, Lehman Russ tank's $50-$60 now. And then this site sells the standard Lehman Russ for, I think, $6 STL file. But, you know, it's not something that I condone, because I like I'm not going to show up to a tournament with a 100% completely 3D printed army, you know, that I paid, you know, $150 to play, you know, build, where somebody else spent $2,000 to build the same army.
Right. And that's very much in line with like my theory. Like, I'm getting this Thanos. I have Thanos. Y'all have seen my Thanos.
Right.
I will have them next to each other in my box. And if I go to a tournament, I'll be like, here's this. If I can use this, I will. If not, no problem. I have no problem giving Atomic Mass Games my money. But these alternate, like, you know, there's 2 Black Widows that Atomic Mass Games has made. Well, now I can run Black Widow and have a Yelena.
Right.
And
it's like proxies.
Yeah. But I'm absolutely, you know me. I mean, how many years I've said, buy your GW stuff, don't print stuff. And I don't want somebody to print an army. But since, like, I have Celestine, like we talked about her earlier. But I also went to Raging Heroes and got a Raging Hero version of Celestine and her Gemini because I thought they were cool looking.
Right.
Yeah, it's your preference.
But I still have the main, you know, the regular model to play in tournaments and because it's the official, and I want GW to not go out of business.
Yeah. Well, I agree. That's like, you know, hey, I'm the same way. You know, I love my Death Guard, and I have seen a lot of really cool alternative Death Guard models out there that I would love to have. But if I'm going to play Death Guard at a official GW tournament, I'm going to put official GW Death Guard on the board. It's just, there are some really cool alternative sculpts that you can get from 3D printing. I mean, now they're, you know, like I would love to have I'd love to have the zombies.
Right.
From What If. C-23 makes Cap, Falcon, and Iron Man. Oh yeah, and Ant-Man. He's only a head and a cape, but yeah. You know. Officially that's not a zombie because he's been unzombified.
Right.
But you know, I like those. I like those figures. They're really cool. And I've also signed up for the Zombicides, Marvel Zombicides zombies.
Yeah.
When it goes into Kickstarter mode, I'm gonna back that because I want that damn zombie Galactus.
Right.
Oh, that thing is just freaking awesome.
I'll have to look at that when that hits, see if that's something I want to do.
Oh, it is. And a really cool thing is you play in that one. They've been doing a lot of like pre things on it, and you play members of Shield, and you're going up against superheroes that have been turned into zombies. But they also have regular versions of the superheroes in the game too that you can play. But they've got a zombie Hulk. They got a zombie Cap. And they are some really, really cool looking figures.
Cool.
And I'm like, they're almost protocol size. I was like, those would make some really cool protocol miniatures. And I would love to see them do the zombies in protocol.
Well, let's get through the other 4,200 they haven't printed yet, and then we can zombify things. Yesterday they announced, so they've said they weren't going to do this, and then yesterday they announced Nick Fury, which is fine, but they announced Shield agents. Now it's 3 characters on one base, so it's like a small mob, but they said it wasn't going to turn into a non-superhero game. So I wonder if the Shield agents are literally only something like Magneto's metal things that Fury calls, like they're not their own separate. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
That's interesting.
Yeah, but it's like 3 guys. They're coming in on a rope, it's like the old magic rope trick where the people will be sitting on a rope in the middle of nowhere,
right,
with nothing attached to. They've descended upon this rope, and it's 3 on a larger base with Nick Fury. And I'm like, the more I think about it, the more I'm convinced that I may be right, that they're a thing like Magneto's extra pieces.
Huh. Interesting. Quite interesting.
But I'm sure they'll have a from panel to play here in the next couple of weeks that will get the deets.
I wonder if World War Marvel has it up yet.
I don't know.
Because they do.
Sorry, go ahead.
Because they already have Colossus and Magic, and they're already doing battle reports with them.
Yeah, well, so usually about 2 to 3 weeks after a character's announced, the Facebook page will, I don't want to say spoil, they'll release and show you the cards.
Right.
So you can start thinking of how you want to build a list around the new characters. So
yeah,
that's why I just pay attention to the Facebook page, and they tell me all the information usually. Straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Right. Well, I'm just like, because, World War Marvel. That's a YouTube channel. Or that's not the channel. Golly, I can't even think of the name of what the actual name of the channel is, but that's the name of the series.
Yeah,
and they do all kinds of battle reports, and like they've already done battle reports with Hulkbuster.
Sweet. Well, see, here's the other thing. Like, all those models are out in like Belgium and Poland already.
Right.
Okay. Why are they released different places, different times?
It's all about the distribution houses and the agreements they have with Asmodee and Atomic Mass Games and shipping and the global shipping issues and all. I mean, it's literally a giant cluster. The Convocation, like all the Doctor Strange stuff that just came out, Canada had it a month and a half before we did.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
It is very weird.
Very, very weird.
Yep.
I'm gonna dip out of here, guys. Y'all have a nice evening.
You
All right,
too.
Will, have a good night, buddy.
Night, Will.
And then there were 3.
At least there's 3 and not that awkward 2 teenage dates out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, gotta go. See you later. I got it tonight. I'm gonna make it. I'm feeling that.
Go make it. You only got 30 minutes left. You can do it, Brian.
I can do it. I'm fading. I'm gonna put some more different color brown on this one. That morning shadow brown and some of this. Don't die over there.
Nah, I'm all right.
All right. But you should be really proud of that number, man. That's really awesome. Congratulations once again.
Oh, I'm happy.
I know you've been working pretty hard to get it together for that, and that's something to.
Yep, I'm happy with it. I'm just like I'm working my way up.
It pops up in my thing every now and again when you're doing your builds.
Yep, I was like, I took a break over the holiday season because this was my mom's favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
And with her, she passed away in February
Of this year, of last year?
of this year. This past,
Okay.
yeah, last year.
I don't want to laugh, but that would have been very difficult.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
Been a long day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what though? I'm sorry for that, and that's.
Well, you know what? I've managed to push through it, and we got through the holiday season, and I'm all right. So, but I was like, so I gave I'm like, I said 3 weeks ago was the last time I streamed on YouTube. So I've been this week. This Saturday, I'll crank back up and
until your resume is equivalent to mine.
What is that?
Until your resume.
What?
I don't know. Like,
Until your resume
it's
is
just automatically talking.
What is it?
My ads. There we go.
we've been hacked.
No, like I opened Facebook because I had a notification and just somebody started talking. I was like, what is happening?
So yeah, I'll go in Saturday, and I'll stream this Saturday evening because I'm off Sunday and Monday.
Well, keep with it, and when I'm in the car rider line and during the day, I pop them on. So.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna quit. As you can see, I changed my name on the on my thing. Little self promotion.
I synced it.
Yep.
Wait, we can change our names in those?
Yeah, you can put whatever name you.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's not good for me to know.
Oh.
And that's the first time that he got kicked out this week.
However, Brian, just keep in mind.
It's got to be PG-13.
No, check your name.
However, I have. See?
However, I have ultimate power.
I can also change your name back.
However, I have ultimate power. Just flying in here, coming in. Hey, look, it's JD. I have ultimate power. And Silver Scratch Bill. Somebody who's reading those as like their names, they're just like, boy, that guy who's ultimate power up there. I would watch out for that guy. That's cool though.
Yeah.
And that's not it. Be right now. See, that's true. I use that one all the time.
Hey, a Not Man from Brazil. Awesome. I'm glad. We appreciate it.
Wow, very cool.
You know what? Oh, it's over there. I ain't even gonna worry about it.
What, Brazil?
It is. Ooh,
No.
Brazil, just like Mobile, is probably getting ready for Carnival.
Yeah.
Because I've got, like I said, I got a Mardi Gras ball Saturday.
Oh wow.
So,
Dang,
sure.
is it already? They already cranking them up this. Jeez.
Well, technically, the one I'm going to Saturday is before the Mardi Gras season.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure the official date of it, but yeah.
So they have parties to start the parties.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Because I do want to go down there for that one year before I die.
What's that?
It looks like Carnival was canceled. It was because of the corona this year.
Oh,
Y'all
geez.
stay safe.
Yeah, y'all definitely be safe. Yeah, I absolutely want to go to Brazil. There's a few countries I want to go to. Italy has to be number one though, because that's my wife's dream.
Yeah.
And I told her I'd take her on our 15th, and it's coming up on our 20th, and we haven't gone yet. So I want to go. I want to hit Italy. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Australia. I want to go to Brazil.
You better start painting. You better start painting.
Well, that's fair then, if it doesn't affect you. I want to go to, where else do I want to go? And I'd love to go to Japan.
Been there, done that.
That's fair. I want to go to not all of Brazil, because there's a lot of like, don't get lost and you'll die in the rainforest and the jungle. But no, I don't want to go just to Rio. I want to see. I like seeing everything. I still, though, after this summer, I still need to hit Hawaii, and I will have hit all 50 states.
Good for you.
I've already hit, of course, I've been to Mexico, Canada,
Been there.
England. No, I haven't been to England, but I've been to Germany, France, Liechtenstein, Austria, Switzerland. I just kind of want to go everywhere, but we'll see. See how good Sugar Mama does in the next few years.
There's one place I would love to go. If I just one more place that I would love to go and see, to actually see, and I've seen them, but I mean to actually stand there in front of them and see them. I would love to go to the Gaza Strip and see the pyramids.
Yeah, that would be fun. So hold on, Bahia. I'm probably butchering this pronunciation. Bahia Porto Seguro. Paradise. I mean, I like beaches. So, I am in Mobile, Alabama, which is literally on the beach. Well, it's Alabama, so it's not like the greatest beaches, but we've got beaches. We got nice.
Not quite as good as Pensacola, but you guys have pretty beach.
You know what? Yes, but you have the onus that is, you're in Florida. And so
That's true. We do have that.
That used to be said about Alabama. Now it's
Yeah. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
but you know, hey,
Come on. You got
doesn't
me good.
doesn't Brazil have nude beaches?
Calm down, Silver.
One thing at a time.
With
Let's
the
start
internet,
slow.
nude beaches aren't that big of a deal anymore. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I
yeah,
bet there.
but-
You know, have you ever seen Euro Trip? I bet there's nude beaches, and then there's nude beaches in Brazil.
but you know what? Me, I don't want to go to a nude beach because I'm kind of strange.
You never know, though.
Hey, Silva, I think we're all kind of strange. We're sitting here playing paint party on a Wednesday night together. I think you're good, dude. Don't.
I also don't think Brian knows, Silver.
Yeah, I don't think Brian knows. Brian, my top half is female, my bottom half is male.
Okay. Either way. So, still cool with me.
Right. Just
Now, how would I rephrase that as saying, how do I say dude in a way that it would be not?
Dude is gender neutral.
Yeah, that's gender neutral.
Okay, then I will continue with dude.
That
We're all
does
kind of weird. I think
that
you're
does
just
not-
fine.
That does not bother me.
Well, I don't know if you'll notice, Brian, like half the time I'll be like, man, and then ma'am. Like I'll hit Silver with everything.
And again, remember when we were just talking about it's hard to want to be so politically correct, so nice and so right, and you don't know. So you don't want to like just jump out there and be like, so what's going on here? You know,
and it is smart to be safe and make sure that you're addressing people with what they're comfortable being addressed. It's just Silver and I have known each other for so long. And Silver was not expecting my reaction, I don't think, when we first met either, were you?
No, guys, we were all standing outside and they were talking about. I'm saying, well, I'm not black, and they said, so.
Well,
but that's the gaming community. You just have everybody's supposed to be accepting of whoever you are. You're not going there to.
That's right.
It's not a popularity contest. You go to be you, and I think that's one of the best things that the store's gotten across.
But Silver also made it very easy to start picking from day one because they were wearing a Five Guys hat.
Oh my God!
So the jokes just were there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, we've been friends ever since.
That's right.
Yeah.
See, and I think there is totally difference between people who know each other and can respect that those exist as in boundaries of, there's difference between being fun and picking and then mean. There truly is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know what I've found over the last 2 years or so since Savannah came out as non-binary?
Right.
What I've discovered is when in doubt, just ask the person, hey, what are your pronouns? What do you prefer? And that honestly gets such a relieved thank you that it's odd. Like it shouldn't be, but at this point it is. That when you ask somebody how they'd like to be addressed, they're so happy that they're not being misgendered anymore.
Yep.
That
people actually care. Yes.
Yeah, that somebody cares, that it's like almost tear-inducing for some people. And so that's why, and literally that was a lesson I accidentally taught myself this last couple of years, is just, hey, when in doubt, ask. And they'd rather an ask and a genuine ask because you genuinely want to know and care, as opposed to an assumption or a beating around the bush type thing. So.
And it makes sense. You're 100% right, because with no matter what it is, it shouldn't make a difference.
Mm-mm.
And that's what I really enjoy, because
it just opens up.
Just opens up a different mindset. I don't understand it, so explain it to me. Why, help me understand it too. I think a lot of people get put off to thinking people don't care. I think people just come across as they're confused too, because they just don't know how to address it. So they come across as almost mean.
Correct.
Yeah.
But there's so many terms now that it does get confusing if you don't know. Like it's literally something now you have to learn if you care to learn. I'm not saying everybody has to learn it, but like when you say somebody is a AFAB, male presenting non-binary, that's a lot of information as opposed to male or female. But it is still a valid way for somebody to describe themselves.
And then the way that I would, not knowing any of that, the way that I would address it is be like, are you happy?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it. If you're happy, then why should I be bothered with whatever or feel as if I should have to say, but I don't understand it, so explain it to me.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. A Nat Man. Is it? I'm guessing it's a Nat Man. A Nat Man. And I think they just like Natty Light, like a Nat Man. No, just kidding. I bet they don't even have natural light down there. They have other bad beer.
Other really bad beer. I wonder if he has a mic set up, or he or she has a mic set up.
See, we were talking about not assuming, and then like I'm assuming a Nat Man's man because it says man, but that's just me.
Or they really liked the movie Ant-Man, and Ant-Man was taken, so they but that's the kind of picking that's good.
Wait, or they are a Star Wars fan, and they're no, that would be an AT-AT fan. Maybe they just really like AT&T.
I like Lily.
Dude, who does? Well, okay, there are some people that won't. I'm sure, but yeah, no, Lily's hot.
She's a winner in my book.
Oh, I'll tell you what. This past Saturday, I was off because I had New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off, right? Because I had to close all last week, so my boss gave me New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off.
Nice.
I was cool. And so Saturday, I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do today? I'm like, I don't know. What am I going to watch? So I turned Disney Plus on and I cranked down to the Star Wars section. And I was going through it. I've seen all of the Clone Wars. I've seen all of Rebels. I'm not really too interested in Visions. And then
It was okay.
And then I saw Bad Batch.
Oh yeah, you hadn't watched it yet?
I binged watched all 15 episodes.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I hope they do a season 2.
They will. You know what's been fun is the discussion we had before this. We actually have that on my podcast, the Star Wars podcast with Scotty, because we'll jump on somebody when they call the character Omega.
Yeah.
We'll be like, that's not her name. Her name's Omega. She says her name is Omega, and you are all misnaming her for the rest of the episode. We're having fun. It's just her accent. Yeah, well, her name's Omega. All right. Normally, it's just what people are, their characters, culture.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was
absolutely. I agree.
That was a fantastic show, and I love how they did it, where it took place right after Order 66 was initiated.
Get to see a little bit of Caleb,
right? So it was very interesting.
Yes.
So
and it has and my favorite line though is, I mean, it's just good soldiers follow orders. I mean, he's just a great smarmy Crosshair.
Yeah, Crosshair.
Oh.
Yeah. It's interesting. I really enjoyed that series.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Now I'm interested to see what they do with Obi-Wan. even though we know what happens to Obi-Wan
Right.
in the end. But I'd like to see. I'm gonna give it a chance and see what they do with it.
I haven't been disappointed yet, other than Visions. Visions was it was a great idea.
Right.
It just wasn't necessarily my cup of tea because I like some anime, but I'm not an anime fanatic.
Right.
So some of those were just a little too out there for me.
I hear you.
Some of them were amazing, but there were a few that I was just like, ugh. Okay.
I never really got into the anime. A friend of mine, Stephen Bertinelli, he introduced me to the Robotech Macross series, which I was a BattleTech fan, and then I found out that it was, a lot of the stuff came from Robotech. But he introduced me to that, and he also introduced me to Aroska Doji and Record of Lotus War.
Yep.
And I enjoyed those, but there was a couple of other ones like Armitage, Pat Labor, a few of those that I liked, but some of the other stuff, like
all right, hold on, real quick. So, have a good night, man. I appreciate you being here. We'll see you next time. Go to bed. Go get some rest. Thanks for joining us. All right, go ahead, Silver. Just wanted to say goodbye.
Yeah, just some of it just not my style of just not my style. Just not into it.
And I of course, Akira, yes.
I
loved
like
Akira.
Akira.
A Fist of the North Star, I was there.
That one was good too.
And then I got Cowboy Bebop and Trigun, but I never got into Robotech or those big series. Like Bubba loves Evangelion, and I'm sure it's great. That seems like a lot of time to invest. Like Cowboy Bebop was kind of short and sweet.
Right.
There's one movie. This was back when I was managing Suncoast, called Blood the Last Vampire. It was probably the most brilliant art I've seen in a movie, but it was like a 45-minute movie because they spent so much money they couldn't afford to make it longer because they were spending so much on the art. But it was just gorgeous. They had a almost lifelike series of shots of a F4 Phantom they had drawn in the anime that looked legit. Like I mean, that's the part I remember the most.
Yeah,
the fact that
I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it, but I know. And then they did a live action, something similar to it. Lucy Liu played the vampire.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. It was called what was it? Rise something. I think I actually have it. But yeah, I just never really like Sailor Moon, and I know you guys do a lot of y'all do a Sailor Moon Day,
right?
And I know a lot of people are into the Sailor Moon stuff. I just never got into Sailor Moon. It was just
me neither.
It just wasn't.
I think that's all generational. I think that's all with our age.
Yeah, I think so.
Me, I was a Looney Tunes, Scooby Doo.
Hanna-Barbera, absolutely.
Hanna-Barbera, Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote blowing himself up with rockets. And
I show my kids Scooby-Doo now, and they're like, it's the guy with the mask on. Me, I was all like, oh my, who could it be? And, it was always the guy who they were there to check out on stuff. And me, I would still be surprised. My kids are like, we already know what's happening.
It was Old Man Farmer Johnson, and I would have got away with it. It wasn't for you pesky kids.
It was always Farmer Johnson. It was always the guy who they knew it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, see, those were my cartoons. You know, cartoons today are not cartoons. I'm sorry.
If your next line isn't "get off my lawn," I'm going to be very upset.
You punks. You punks.
Oh, I tell my nephew Gabriel every time I see him, 'cause
Uh,
he watches some of the weirdest cartoons, but he loves SpongeBob. I'm like,
yeah.
SpongeBob is evil. He says, no, he's not. Plankton's evil. I know. I'm like, Plankton's cool.
So it's funny because the card game came out. So I knew what I was playing. I ended up actually started watching My Hero Academia with one of the twins because he's my weeb child.
Right.
It's actually, I've been enjoying it. It does give me the it's the annoying part of Dragon Ball where the first 5 minutes is literally a recap of the last 4 episodes.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, it's a fun story, and I've heard a little bit of what happens later on in the manga that they haven't actually put in even into the anime yet.
Right.
And now I'm very excited about the direction. So I'm gonna keep watching that with them. It's just fun.
Cool.
We've been doing Notaro.
That's something. See, that's something that you can do with your kids.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, that's cool. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I got them watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He got me watching anime.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is such a great show though too.
Yeah, I wish it would keep out, but now that it's over, I got Beckett watching The Rookie because that's another good, less farcical and comedic than Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but it's Nathan Fillion, so it's still funny.
Oh, that's the one, the guy from
Firefly.
Firefly, yeah, that is a good show.
It is. Have you seen that one, Brian?
No.
All right, so Nathan Fillion plays a middle-aged man who gets a divorce, so he decides he's going to quit his job as a he's a contractor in Pennsylvania. He quits and goes and joins the police academy in L.A. and becomes an L.A. police officer, and season 1 is his rookie season on the force.
Boy, that would be a surprise.
Oh yeah. So I mean, it's a good show. I mean, it's a police procedural, so it's not like it's shock and awe. The story arcs are not all necessarily predictable, but it's a cop show. So, but it was very, very interesting, and I really enjoyed how they handled after quarantine and all the race riots and everything. And they started canceling all cop shows except that and a couple others. And they actually literally dealt with it on screen when they came back after quarantine and the filming freeze. And they talked about all the issues one after another. And it was really cool.
I think that's super important, though. If you don't talk about it, nobody's going to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're right.
So
can't just point fingers at both sides. It's got to work together.
Yep.
Just like South Park, hand in hand, we can live together. They're all the same.
Oh my God.
All right. Holy crap. We have a minute. We have less than a minute. Good conversations and good painting tonight, y'all. That was the fastest one of these I think I felt like it's been. All right, so let me close up my paint.
Oh,
and I can't believe I got to stay the whole night.
Me too. I'm so proud and happy. And since you're in the pole position anyway, let's bring up B. Ryan.
I painted the little Marine here earlier. Gave him a little difference color scheme.
Cool.
And then just started working on some structure here.
Awesome.
It's a barricade.
Yeah. Just my pile of pieces are getting bigger and bigger, so.
Understood. All right. Let's bring in our late edition.
Yeah.
Does it work? Silver Scratch Built Studios. I don't know. Trying to get more alliteration in here.
Yeah. Not much. Just got a base coat on Hicks. Yeah, is that Hicks? No, Hudson.
Okay.
Got a base coat on Hudson, and got his pants started. That's about it tonight because of the late start.
Understood. But still, glad you made it.
Yep. I wouldn't miss it.
All right. And then I was all over the place. So we got the next coat on this guy started. We did finish one of our Hounds of Mordecai tonight, though. And we put together a bunch of Necromunda figures. Let's just move that a little bit so you can see them. My Necromunda gang is done. So easy peasy right there. Cool. Well, I want to thank everybody for being with me and joining us and watching. Next will be Monday. We'll do the paint project. Well, we'll keep working on this beast, which is the leg of the Titan. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, wow.
It's ridiculous.
So,
It's ridiculous.
we'll keep working on that. Next Tuesday is potentially in flux. Maybe my normal paint night. It may be nothing. It'll be one of those two. I don't think we'll actually jump into the gameplay yet. But I will know more about that and let you all know on Monday. And then, of course, Wednesday, 6 to 9 is the paint party again. So thank you, Brian. Thank you, Silver. Thank you, Benson, for being on earlier. And y'all have a great evening. Remember, Gamers and Geeks, it is not just a game store. It is a gaming community. Not as good as my role I had earlier, but at least my camera focuses on it. So, all right, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Good night.
Congratulations
Good
on
night.
the new equipment.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Good night, guys.
Night.